You're in debt energetically. Every single day, there's a secret tax that's stealing your focus, stretching your simple tasks, and leaving you wired at night, foggy every morning. It's called energy debt. It explains those crashes that you just can't seem to shake. I was there after I lost my business and lost 20 pounds in what I thought was going to be my life from COVID in its first go around. I tried to rebuild my same business after in this whole new world of everyone turning to content creation to supplant their income from their lost jobs, right? And AI creating this new normal for content creation. I thought I could still do it. I thought I could pull it back, but it was too far gone. And I realized now that I had to change. And I didn't. But that wasn't before I burned out from all the work trying to keep it afloat at any cost. The loss crushed me mentally and physically. I felt like a failure. I had zero energy left. And trying to get it back while now feeling smacked and clobbered by crushing limiting beliefs that got me completely stuck. And I climbed up, but before I climbed out, I had this one massive thing that was just derailing me. I was in massive debt, energy debt. And I needed to solve that really before I could make the big climb out that was just keeping me foundationally stuck. But I solved it. And now I'm a certified and award-winning coach, trained in neuro-linguistic programming, neurotrauma therapy, and author of an upcoming book, Uncaged: From Trap to True Purpose. And I'm back to creating awesome content to help you get unstuck out of your rut and find true purpose. And because I want you to live purposefully and happily. I've helped people through this exact problem, but we have to start with energy debt. And this could be a jumping off point for the rest of your life. And I'll be honest, this isn't motivation. This is a method, all right, that you can do every single day. I'll show you how to calculate your energy debt, stop the high interest drains that you're paying, and pay it all off with a 7-day plan. Plus a 60-second reset that worked wonders for me when I was hitting that anxiety loop that I was hitting on the daily for a while. But before anything, let's calculate your energy debt, all right? Let's get to your number. You can't pay off what you can't see, right? Vagueness helps nothing in any situation. And when energy feels vague, you just guess. When it's measured, however, you act. You have something to act on. You have a foundation. So we're going to run through a simple 24-hour audit that turns feelings into data that you can actually use. So here's the model. Energy has deposits and withdrawals. Deposits are sleep, real food, movement, sunlight, and recovery. Withdrawals are tasks, stress, decisions, digital input, and emotional labor. And for the next 24 hours, rate each hour with a quick score. Again, this shouldn't take you long at all. It's just a +2 if it clearly recharged you. +1 if it felt neutral but stable, if you were idle or drifting. If it lightly drained you, a -1, and a -2 if it was a heavy drain. And here's how you do it. Again, very simple as possible. I want to make this easy for you. Do it on a notes app, just a tablet, a paper, anything that you have. Label hours from wake to sleep, right? Add one line note for any -2, because that's obviously really bad. So what caused it? Was it back-to-back meetings, context switching? Was there a conflict? And at the end, tally morning, afternoon, and evening totals, right? If you're like me, you'll usually see a morning peak, an afternoon dip, and maybe some evening recovery. And as always, in most of my content, the goal is not perfection here. It's just pattern recognition. Are your -2s clustered after lunch? Where are they all taking place? Are late night screens turning your evenings from +1 to -1, right? Like, let's get that input. So 2 quick prompts can really help you through this. 1, where did I spend energy that I didn't need to? And 2, what deposit gave me the biggest return? The thing that most people miss is micro withdrawals. And they're huge. These tiny context switches, right? Checking Slack mid-email, hopping apps, skimming headlines, jumping from one action to another after just 5 or 10 minutes and midway through this other task you're doing because you let yourself get distracted. And 10 of those equals 1 heavy drain, probably less, honestly. Some common mistakes that I've seen, overestimating deposits, and I've done, actually. A walk, for example, that's actually doom scrolling, right? Forgetting about emotional labor. It's very real and very important. And rating in hindsight only. Log it in the moment if you possibly can, because it's more honest. You're going to miss things if you don't, right? Quick win for you. Honestly, one day is enough to spot your top 2 drains and just focus on those. If your day was unusual, it happens, maybe unusually chaotic or just unusual in any way, shape, or form, just repeat it for another day or 2 to confirm your top 2 drains. Guys, this is easy, all right? Just do it. And once you see the deficit, you'll also notice the interest that you're paying on that deficit. It can make a huge difference in your day, your week, and honestly, if you follow through, your life. What do I always say? It's the small things. So let's identify some of your high interest drainers, okay? Like some drains obviously charge interest. And left alone, they multiply your fatigue and keep you paying tomorrow for choices that you made today. I'm sure you've been there. I know I've been there. So we'll focus on 3 that you'll recognize immediately. Okay, so the first, decision fatigue. Too many choices early in the day bleed focus from everything else. Clothes, breakfast, when to start, which task to start with. Each choice steals a slice of willpower. The better method here is to pre-decide with default rules and constraint menus. Decide once for the week, same breakfast or same couple of breakfasts, maybe with the same ingredients, right? Maybe a small rotation of outfits to get yourself out of the closet for that 15 minutes trying to decide what to wear and adding to your delay and stress. A top 3 task list that you set the day before instead of stressing in the morning and what do I do? What do I do? And a constraint menu for lunch and workouts. You remove the roulette and you keep your brain fresh for the real work that you have to do. And here's where a lot of people mess up too. They try to power through digital overload. This is number 2, all right? Constant notifications, badges that keep you stuck to your screen, endless feeds feed your dopamine trigger, but fry your brain and make you neglect the important thing that you were going to do tonight. Each ping opens an open loop that your brain wants to close. So batch checks at set windows, turn on do not disturb during deep work, kill badge counts, and put social apps in folders off your home screen. If you want an extra edge, grayscale your phone after 8 p.m. It removes that slot machine effect that gives in that huge dopamine hit. The third drainer is open loops. This is a huge one that a lot of people don't recognize, okay? Like unfinished tasks that eat at you day and night, and in vague commitments that nag, but you can't focus because there's nothing to focus on. You don't have it specifically set out. If your brain replays it at night, it's a high interest loop. The fix is to capture habit, all right? A capture habit in a closure ritual. Capture everything in one trusted place and use the 2-minute rule. If it takes under 2 minutes, do it now. Then schedule a weekly closure session where you either finish it, delegate it, schedule it, or delete it. Out of sight, out of mind, all right? Half of the relief comes from turning maybe into a decision. So because I love NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, here's an NLP prompt for you. What am I tolerating today quietly taxes me every day? You'll notice that the answer is rarely, I just need more coffee. There's something there, right? It's defaults, boundaries, and capture. Treating symptoms keeps its interest compounding. Treat the source and your energy stops leaking. That's what you got to find here, okay? And once you've stopped the interest, we'll pay down the principal fast, all right? So now I want to talk about the payoff principle, a 7-day energy repayment plan. I have a slide for this coming up because there's a lot there. And again, as always, I'll share this in the show notes or in the description so you have this, so you can download this too. What you need here is a short, repeatable sprint to move from deficit to surplus. 1 lever per day, stack small wins, protect your best hours for deep work. And again, I'm trying to make this easy. That's why it's 1 per day, all right? So I'm sharing this slide with you. I'm trying to do more FaceTime, but some of this stuff, there's so much detail. I'm making this easy. However, it doesn't mean it's not tactical. All right. So sorry about all the slides in this one. Here's your 7-day energy repayment plan. Okay. So day 1, rest first budget. All right. Schedule recovery before tasks. It's important. Recovery is so important and everyone misses that. Tonight, anchor a fixed bedtime and a fixed wake time. Add a 10-minute wind down buffer. Dim your lights, phone away, out of sight, out of mind, maybe a light stretch, breathe, get out of your own head a little bit, because tomorrow's energy starts tonight. If you remember nothing else here, remember this: recovery scheduled first actually happens. Seems weird, seems counterintuitive, but trust me on that. Day 2, default decisions. Pre-decide the small stuff to save your focus for the real work. This is really cool hack. Pack meals or set a simple clothing rotation. Lay out your clothes. Choose tomorrow's top 3 before you end today. That one's really important because otherwise sometimes I wake up at 2 a.m. like, what do I have to do tomorrow? If I set my top 3, I already know, go back to sleep, clear mind. All right. Create constraint menus. 3 options for lunch, 2 workouts, 1 default start time. Decide once, execute many. Day 3, digital boundaries. 2 check windows for messages, for anything they have to check. Do not disturb during deep work. All right. And remove badge counts. I mean, they're fun, but man, it just gets in the way. Put social apps in a folder off of your home screen so they're not so easy to access. After 8 p.m., switch your phone to grayscale. The reason this works is it removes the slot machine pull that your brain finds irresistible, especially at night if you're sitting on your couch, right? So day 4, open loop closure. Do a 20-minute capture. Everything that's buzzing around in your head goes on one trusted list, wherever it is, a notes app, notepad, pen and paper, whatever it is. Apply the 2-minute rule right now. If it takes under 2 minutes, just finish it, check it off, done. Then pick one nagging task that's been nagging on you for a bit and complete it end to end. Once you nail that, everything else starts to click because your brain stops rehearsing all this unfinished business that you have. Day 5, 60-second reset. Here's the micro habit. Box breathing, either 4-4-4-4 or 4-7-8, right? That's 4 in, hold for 4, 4 out, hold for 4. Do that a few times, or else 4-7-8. 4 in, hold for 7, 8 out. Okay? Do 3 shoulder rolls, gets you loose. We hold tension up here, right? So that gets you loose, your neck a little bit. A sip of water, stand up, stretch your gaze to the horizon. Close gaze, far gaze really works. Insert this all at transitions, right? Like before calls, after deep work, after a couple of meetings, before you open a new tab. Just find reasonable places to do this. It interrupts the stress loop that we all get, especially at work, and returns you to your baseline really fast. Day 6, energy matchmaking. Use your audit that you did hopefully already. Put deep work in your peak zone where you're +1 or +2, where you really kick ass at work. Park admin in your dip. For me, it's the afternoon. I try to do my admin stuff in the afternoon, heavy stuff in the morning. Batch shallow tasks in one block so you can just knock one out after the other. Protect your peaks, protect your +2s especially, and even your +1s with a hard boundary, all right? Calendar it, door closed, do not disturb on your phone so it's not distracting you. No distraction, notes ready, and you're ready to go. The game changer nobody talks about is matching task intensity to your biological rhythm. Huge thing for me. And day 7, minimum viable recovery. Keep it simple. A 20-minute walk and maybe some sunlight, hopefully. Protein plus water within an hour of waking. A 10-minute tidy up to reduce visual stress because we all know clutter in your place or even workspace, it stresses you out. And a brief weekly review. So ask yourself what worked. Maybe write this down on a notepad or something. What worked? What drained me? What will and can I change for the better next week? It's just a quick reset, small adjustment, steady gains as you go forward. All right, so 2 prompts can guide all week. The first one I love. If I said no here, what energy would I get back? The power of no. I'm going to do a video on that. Probably have in the past, but I'll do a new one at some point. But the power of no. If I said no here, what energy would I get back today? And 2, which 10% change gives me 50% of the benefit? Some common mistakes I've seen or made. First, overhauling everything at once. It's a recipe for disaster. Do it slow. Follow my plan. 2, skipping the rest first budget. Seriously, schedule rest first. It works so well. And finally, letting others book over your peak hours. Guard those if you at all possibly can. All right. So, quick win. Create a calendar block like right away titled Energy Budget and treat it like a meeting with future you. Counterintuitive rules that can make this stick. 1, saying no is income, right? Getting back to the power of no. Declining a low return commitment instantly improves your cash flow. So try, hey, I'm at capacity this week. Let's revisit next week or in a couple of weeks. Or I can't take that on and do well with my tasks this week. All right. People will understand. And rule 2, rest first, work second. Tasks expand to fill space. Recovery won't. Put recovery in first, then let work fit around that recovery. Checkpoint mantra: protect the peak, close the loops, reset in 60 seconds. All right. Finally, I just wanted to reiterate, treat your energy like money. Audit it, stop paying that damn interest, and repay it with a focused 7-day plan. So now, try the plan this week. Grab the NLP prompts and the energy budget checklist linked below, as well as this presentation. And subscribe for more videos on getting you out of frustration, out of this stuckness, right? Out of this cage, and to start living a life of purpose that maybe it feels like it's getting away from you. Start living happily and purposefully. All right. Appreciate you. I hope you have a great day.